Marianne Naess. I'm Executive Vice President for Commercial in California in Nordic Aquafarms Inc. Nordic Aquafarms is a Norwegian company. It started out in Norway about 8 years ago, company in Denmark. And then 4 years ago, we decided to expand to the US. And that's when I went from being a observer and owner to actually join the company. We moved to the US 3.5 years ago. I quit my job as an executive in McKesson and decided to join and start building up the company in the US with Eric and the team that we have gotten here in the US to help us with that. So it's been an interesting journey, and we're in the final stages of engineering and planning. We will eventually have 2 large projects in the US, one on each coast. That gives us the proximity to each market, or the 2 largest markets in the US. And it also, we have found what we believe is the 2 best locations in the US to do land-based aquaculture. They have clean, cold water, which is essential for producing fish on land. So we're excited, and we're moving forward. Everything that we have accomplished here in the US, we started, just Eric and myself, and we built a team, and we have, been quite visible in terms of being a serious RAS player in the US market. We're in the forefront worldwide in this market at this point. We're the only producer with 2 species, and also we have the biggest so far facility in Norway. So. And I think we have a really good track record, and we're excited to bring that to the US. So I think every step that we've taken, it's been challenging to permit in the US. It's been a lot more work than we anticipated. I think as any project going into the US, you always think it'd be easier, and it'd be easier to permit than what we have seen. But we learned a lot, and it's been really interesting. And it's an exciting industry, and providing healthy protein to people and being part of that industry, solving some of the environmental problems that we see. It's super exciting. I worked in male-dominated industries before. Mm-hmm. I think it actually has more to do with geography than the industry itself. I think it has been easy on my work for male-dominated industries in Norway. I think it's really easy in California as well. Maine has been a little different, but I think that's more a cultural issue. But I think in general, it is important to create good jobs and opportunities for women as well, and mentorships and good role models in the industry. And making sure that we attract in aquaculture now, we see that the share of female or women entering aquaculture studies is increasing, and there are plenty of good opportunities. So I think making sure that everyone's heard, everyone is part of the you create opportunities regardless of background, and you create a more diversity in the industry, and that comes down to leadership, I think, more than anything else. So, well, I think it stands out because it's both diverse and fairly intimate, and it's a small event. And the interesting part is that you see people all the way through the value chain, from production to distribution to FMCG and retail and consulting. So you see all aspects of the industry, which is really good, because sometimes you usually mingle with people from your part of the industry. So this gives you the opportunity to see the whole, meet people from all over the value chain. And it had a lot of I would say spare time, free time, so you could actually, or networking time, I guess is the right word for it. So you get to meet people, and also you had activities, and I think also the organizers were really good at the different events, consciously placing people at different tables, so you got to meet people you normally wouldn't meet. So I think it was really well created for good networking, and it's a great venue. It's a great event, and it's high quality event, and people were happy and people were enjoying themselves, and ample opportunity for meeting. And I enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to it. Well, I would encourage any woman that is interested in aquaculture, biology, fisheries, or even in distribution, FMCG, or retail, to enter the industry. It's an exciting industry. It is a industry with plenty of opportunities, but also I think a lot of challenges and a lot of blue tech innovations that needs to be put in place to solve some of those challenges in terms of extracting seafood from the ocean, doing sustainable aquaculture. So there's so many interesting opportunities, and it has what I look for, I would say, the higher purpose. You feel like you're doing some good. So it's a great industry, and it offers a huge amount of different kind of jobs that you can approach. So I would say go for it, and it's our job too, currently in the industry, to show the way and the path forward for younger women coming in. But I would really encourage people to join the industry. Many interesting opportunities.